there, my name is Mary Charlotte, and if you're a subscriber, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a first semester of college Q&A video, and I asked you all on my Instagram, which is @beautyisgoodYT, to ask me some questions about college to be featured in a Q&A video. So if you saw that post, hopefully you were able to ask a question. Definitely follow me on Instagram if you want to participate in these kinds of videos in the future. But I'm just going to go ahead and read off some of the questions that you guys asked me from my Instagram and kind of talk about my first semester of college. If you want to see a whole video just about like my experience, I might wait till the end of the year to do like a whole freshman year experience, and then right now just kind of do a first semester Q&A. I don't really know yet, but if you have any kind of video requests, definitely leave them down below. Without further ado, let's get into the Q&A. First is how stressful was the first semester. So I went to a private high school, which I think made the first semester of college less stressful. I went to like a college prep school, which I know I was very fortunate to be able to attend that kind of a high school. So I think that did help my first semester not be as stressful. So if you're coming from that kind of school, I wouldn't worry too much about the first semester being super stressful. When it comes to academics, at least. Definitely the classes were hard and challenging, but nothing that I couldn't handle. I'm not the best at time management, but definitely was able to juggle my responsibilities I had on my plate. I joined a sorority, as a lot of y'all know. I'm a Kappa Kappa Gamma at the University of Georgia, and I was also on the Junior Panhellenic Council at UGA as a delegate for my freshman class of Kappa girls. So that was really, really fun, and then in addition to that, I had my schoolwork. I had mono for like 5 or 6 weeks, which was pretty rough, so that was kind of like put a kink in my semester. That's not something every freshman's going to have experienced, but that did make the semester a little bit more stressful in the fact that I felt like I wasn't getting out to like get out and meet people as easily because I had to stay in my dorm a lot and just like rest and stuff. But I would say overall the first semester was kind of overwhelming because it's just so new, and you know, you're just adjusting to life as a college student. But I would say it was more overwhelming than stressful, if that makes sense. Yeah, if that makes sense to you guys, I think it was just a little bit more about adjustment rather than kind of being freaked out about everything all the time, if that makes sense. Next question is, what's your favorite food from the dining hall? Love you, and I live in Athens. So love you too. And at UGA there's 4 awesome dining halls, really 5. I don't know if y'all know this about me, but grilled cheese is like my favorite food. So I really like trying all the grilled cheeses from the different dining halls. I know one of our dining halls in East Campus, they make your own like personal pizza, which I really like that as well. So next question is, favorite part of being in a sorority. So my favorite part of being in a sorority is having the opportunity to make friends with a bunch of wonderful girls. I love my big sis and my like grand big. They're both like the best. Like, I seriously love them so much, and the friends I've made in Kappa have just been great, and a great like group to have this semester. It can be really overwhelming coming to a big school, which I think is why Rush is so popular at like SEC schools, because it can be kind of hard to like narrow down your get some friends if you don't rush. So that's why I recommend it to people, just to make friends. I think it's so much fun. So that's been one of my favorite things, is just meeting a bunch of new people. I really have enjoyed like getting to know everyone in my sorority. So that's probably my favorite part. Next question is, what's your favorite memory from this past semester? Just the UGA Auburn game. That was one of the like best games. It started at 3:30 and it was just a really good time. The weather was really awesome. There's this really beautiful sunset while the game was going on that we were all looking at. And I sat with my friends in the stadium, and one of my friends came to visit. So that was probably one of my favorite memories from the semester. I'd just gotten kind of over mono, so I was kind of back out like socializing and stuff. So that was just a really fun memory, and one of my favorite days from this semester. Next is, what's your favorite part of college? So my favorite part of college is the flexibility with your schedule, for sure. Next semester I have some 8 a.m.s, which I'm not excited about, but then I'm done with school by 11 on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So like I could go to the gym afterwards, I can go eat with my friends. Like, you're not like stuck in a school building from 8 to 3 every day, which I really, really like. So that's probably my favorite part of college. Next question is, if you have the meal plan, do you recommend it? I'm planning on attending UGA next year. So I do have the meal plan. I definitely recommend it. It's so convenient to be able to go to any of the dining halls whenever you want. I have it, and it's definitely something that I think is essential, especially for a freshman, because all freshmen have to live on campus, and it's so convenient to be able to just go to a dining hall and get your meal at any time. So definitely recommend it. Also, it's a big social thing. Like, you and your friends go get food there. Like, you wouldn't want them to go get food at the dining hall and you be like, oh, I'm gonna go like over to this place and get food instead, and then you miss out on like the outing, if that makes sense. So I definitely recommend the meal plan. Next question is, what is the best thing about college and living in a dorm? So I already answered the best thing I thought about college was the flexible schedule. And the best thing about living in a dorm is just having all of your friends there with you. I definitely like being surrounded by people. I'm kind of a homebody, but it's kind of nice in the dorm to always have someone you can talk to if you want. If you want to go see your friend, you can just like walk down the hall or like get on the elevator. You don't have to like, you know, drive 10 minutes to their house or something. So I really like that about living in the dorm. This question is, what courses does a UGA freshman have to take? So this is kind of a hard question to answer because it depends on if you have any dual enrollment credit or AP credits. So I know people freshman year who have like completely different schedules from one another, but one class that every freshman does have to take is a freshman year Odyssey seminar course. So these are all different classes, but your FYOS is definitely something that you're going to want to take your first semester at UGA. If you come to Georgia, they're just like an array of different kind of like first year Odyssey courses that you can choose from. I took one in visual literacy, which I really enjoyed, but other people took one on like chocolate science or the history of rock and roll, and there's just like a bunch of different topics you can choose from. So that's one course that all the freshmen do have to take for sure. Next question is, what is advice on joining a sorority for a shy person? I think the advice on joining a sorority for a shy person is that you should definitely try to join a sorority. I know that rush might be a little bit difficult for you if you're really shy, but maybe just practice like talking to your mom or something, like have her like fake rush you or one of your friends fake rush you, and you can try to like practice having conversations. Just think like just try not to be like too timid going in, because you definitely want to show them your personality and how awesome you are. So that's my advice for a shy person. I know that it's kind of difficult, but just try to kind of step out of your box if you really do want to join a sorority, so that hopefully the girls rushing you can see how amazing you are. And the last question is, does being in a sorority take up a lot of your time? What does it mean to be in a sorority? Like, what things do you do? So being in a sorority doesn't take up a ton of time in my opinion. You definitely do have to attend the chapter meetings, which are just like the weekly meetings, and I think at Georgia most of them are on Mondays. It's just for about an hour every Monday. It's really not a huge time commitment. Most of them are at night, so it's somewhere between like 5 and 8, but it's usually only for like an hour or an hour and a half. So it's really not a huge time commitment, plus they're super close to campus, so it's not like you're having to drive really far away to get to the meeting. And then that's really all you have to do on a weekly basis. If you want to attend socials or date nights or other sorority sponsored events or philanthropy events or anything, you can, but they're not usually required. So it kind of just depends on how much time you want to put into the sorority. But I will say that the more time you put into something, the more you'll get out of it. So I would say it takes up some time, but it's not like you can't join anything else if you're in a sorority, if that makes sense. Our philanthropy is Books for Keeps, so we're all about reading at Kappa, and we do a 5K color run, and we do a crawfish boil to support our philanthropy. So these are some things we do in our sorority. You can Google this question as well, and it'll probably do a better job explaining, but I really recommend at least trying to join a sorority because it's a really great way to get involved on campus right away. So those are all the questions from my first semester Q&A from being at UGA. I'm so happy to be home for the holidays. Hopefully I can film some more videos for you all while I'm here. And I think that is it for today's video. Like I said, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Both the handles are @BeautyIsGoodYT, so make sure you're following me on there for updates, pictures, you know, all that good stuff. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye everyone!